Alright, so for today's video, we have yet another Klein tool unboxing. Now, I did have to order these guys online. I was not able to find these in stores, but I've been looking at them for quite some time, and I've seen some other people do some reviews on them, and thought that I think it was a good idea for myself to go ahead and finally pull the trigger on them. So we are looking at them here. Now, a couple of these are a little bit older releases from Klein, while one of them is a relatively newer release at the time of filming this video. So we'll go ahead and get these guys out of the way, and we'll go ahead and take a look at our first item. Now, the first item is the mini Ratchet and the mini bit driver set. And the model number for this is 85515HD, and this includes the mini Ratchet. You get the little nut driver or screwdriver, the mini, kind of like a stubby, and then you also get the Klein flip socket, so you get 4 different sockets and the bit holder on top. And there is the back of the box. It tells you all the different sizes that come with this kit, and then you also have that there on the front, so you get a number 1, a number 2, and a number 3 Phillips, and then you get 3/16 1/4 inch, and then you get a couple squares, and then you have all your different nut drivers. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of the package, and we are using the, this is just the Klein flip out knife. It's kind of like the Milwaukee ones. I've been putting this one through the ringer, and I'm going to go to, next time I'm at Lowe's, I'm going to pick another one of these up and go ahead and let you guys know my thoughts on it. So we'll go ahead and get these newer guys open here. So we'll just cut this stuff free from its plastic packaging, and we'll get them out of the packaging. So here is the mini screwdriver, the little mini stubby, and then you get the nut drivers, and then you also have, if I can get it out here, you also have the mini Ratchet that wants to be a little bit of a pain to get out, but there is the mini Ratchet, so we'll go ahead and set that guy down. This is almost identical to the standard mini Ratchet that Klein sells. The only thing that I see is different is this one has, instead of being that chrome shiny finish, you get that nice black finish, which I kind of like a little bit better. And then you have your nut drivers right here. So the sizes they give you are for heat, I would say for heating and cooling. If you're buying this, these are going to be your most common sizes you're going to run into. You get your standard 1/4, 5/16 at the top. 3/8 you will occasionally run into. 7/16, not that much, but there are occasions you will run into some 7/16 screws on some larger equipment or some older equipment. And then at the top here, you do have a bit holder, and then the shaft. And this shaft and these sockets on here are impact rated, so if you didn't want to have it clipped into your mini nut driver or your mini Ratchet, you could clip this guy into your impact. I wasn't the biggest fan of these Klein bits. I kind of felt like they easily pulled off when I had my drill sitting in one of the loops on a hammer. But I kind of feel like I want to try them out again and see how they compare to the Malco ones that I currently use. So that is those bits right there. And then you have your little stubby kind of screwdriver right here with your bits there in the back, your little bit carousel. And then this guy probably just clips into there. So it just clips kind of into there. And you have 2 nice little tools right there. So go ahead and set those guys off to the side. Now, everything you see here today will eventually have a video made on it at some point. I have a lot of Klein videos on the way. So look forward to seeing some more Klein, or a lot more Klein here on the channel. So our next item here is going to be the 16-in-1 impact hybrid driver. Now the model number for this guy is 32516HD. Now again, this is going to be another one where you could put the bit either in the screwdriver or in an impact driver. And then you got a kind of a unique bit down there. So we'll go ahead and get this guy cut out of its packaging, and we'll see what it has to offer. So we'll go ahead and cut that down there. And we'll get the shank out and the connector piece for the screwdriver, and then we'll get the actual screwdriver out itself. And it looks like we had one little bit fall off of the little carousel. So we'll go ahead and snap that guy in, and we'll get rid of that packaging. We'll take a quick look here at this screwdriver. So this is the screwdriver handle. Now it's almost like the kind of like the impact or just the ratcheting impact. I believe it's the 11-in-1 that has the 5/16 and a 3/8 socket on it. It's kind of that same design where you have this piece that will lock in to here, but instead of having two different sides, you get one side. And this looks to be I would assume this is a 3/8 socket, so you could clip on a 3/8 socket if you needed to. So we'll go ahead and clip that guy in. And then all you have to do is insert your bit into the bit holder, and you have your screwdriver right there with your bit carousel on the back. And I believe these bits in this carousel are, if you happen to lose one of these, I believe they're the same bits that Klein sells in their mod box kits that have all the different bits. So if you do lose them, I believe you could replace those. You could replace these with the ones from those kits, but there you go. That is the 16-in-1, the hybrid impact rated screwdriver. Now, last but not least, I believe at the time of filming this video, this is a relatively newer release from Klein, and this is going to be the 3275 3SD. Now, this is a 3-piece set from Klein. You get 2 SDS bits and a handle. Now, you can either chuck these guys into your SDS, whether it's a hammer drill, or you could just chuck it into the handle. Now, this is meant for SDS Max. This is meant for SDS Plus, so these are only going to fit in the SDS Plus models, not the Max. And this is your striking handle right here, so we'll go ahead and get this guy opened up. Now, I've been really looking forward to testing this guy out, because not all the time when you use a chisel bit, you want to always have it on your SDS. Sometimes you just need to break out a little piece, and you don't want to have to, use overkill with an SDS. There's been plenty of times where I've done that, and you end up chipping out more than you have to. So I do kind of find it easier to either use like a screwdriver, or in this case, you have an actual chisel itself that you could just chuck the same bit into and just strike it with your hammer and try to break off just a little bit instead of a lot more than you need to. So we'll go ahead and get this stuff out of the packaging. Let's go ahead and open this up. And got a very nice large handle. And then you have the SDS bits right here. They're definitely a little bit oily so that they don't rust in shipping. So we'll go ahead and get that packaging out of there. Set that off to the side. Done using our knife. So here is the handle. It's definitely a nice beefy handle. It's definitely got some weight to it too. From the looks of it, it looks like it's goes all the way through. So when you hit this, it's going to come all the way through to here. You can kind of see it goes all the way into the back, or somewhat into the back of the screwdriver. I'm sure there's something up here that goes all the way through to it. So like I said, when you strike it with a hammer, it'll go through. I know sometimes on a lot of the chisel or demolition style screwdrivers out there, some just have a cap on top and then the shaft, and there's nothing that kind of connects them. So you could beat on the tip of that, or you could beat on the handle all you want, and nothing's really getting transferred down to the tip. So by the weights and by the looks, from what I can see, looks like it does go all the way through. And then here are the SDS bits from Klein. Be interesting to see if they sell these separate, or if they're going to make you have to buy them in this kit. And you got a little protector there on the one chisel bit, and those are extremely oily. I'm going to have to go ahead and wipe those down before I go ahead and use them. So that's pretty much it for this unboxing. Like I said, everything here that you saw in this unboxing today, we'll eventually have a video made on it at some point. I'm not 100% sure when, but I'm going to try and get them out as fast as I can. And like I said, there's plenty of more Klein content on the way. Definitely a lot more Klein tools that I'm looking at purchasing as well to feature here and review on the channel. So if you like Klein just as much as I do, please consider subscribing if you want to see some more Klein content. But with that being said, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching.